In today's video, we're going to take a deep dive into the North Dallas real estate market, providing you with a July real estate market update for all things happening in the real estate market. My name is Alex Piech with eXp Realty. I'm excited to take a deep dive into what is transpiring in the real estate market. I'm going to pull up my screen and I'm going to share with you guys all the statistics, all the information that you're going to want to know so that you can make the best decision when it comes to buying or selling, or simply just keeping up with today's real estate market update and the current trends. So let's take a deep dive. This is the July real estate market update report. The information we're going to be talking about is everything that was reported up until July 2nd. So you'll see here, July 2nd is the time frame for this report. Let's start off with the first number, which is the pending ratio. People always ask, how's the real estate market doing? To me, the pending ratio is really the finger to the pulse of the market. It lets you know how active things are. And you can see right here in the first column, the current pending ratio is 41.1%. That ratio has been getting lower month over month over month. So if you've been watching on our YouTube channel each month when we provide these videos, you can go back, you can see we've had that pending ratio as high as 75%. And right now we're seeing one of the lowest numbers that we've seen over the last probably 24 months with a 41% pending ratio. Now, historically talking, 41% pending ratio is still described as an active real estate market. It just feels different because we're so accustomed to 60 to 70% of every listing already being under contract. So right now, if we're talking about the overall North Dallas market, that is going to be Plano, Frisco, Prosper, Salina, McKinney, Little Elm, everything basically north of Dallas. We're looking at about 1,796 available homes for sale. Right now, 1,255 homes are currently under contract. That's how you get that pending ratio. So still a very active market. The price point where we are seeing the most activity tends to be between that 400,000 and 600,000. Again, that's taking the whole market into consideration. If you want to look at specific markets like Frisco, McKinney, Prosper, Salina, we do individual market updates for those cities as well, because some of those are going to have higher price points. But overall, as a market, we're noticing that that range seems to be between 400,000 and 600,000, with the median list price of $657,950 for all properties. This chart is very interesting here because what we like to look at is the number of homes for sale represented by the black line, and then the pending sales represented by this green line here. And you can see the trend line pretty much follows. There's a small gap, which is good. This is more of a normal. If you guys go back a year or more, there were times where the pending ratio, that green line, was actually higher than the active homes for sale. And that was really when we saw a tight crunch on inventory. So everything here looks normal. You can see there's a ton of activity, even all the way up to that $1.8 million range here in North Dallas. In the last 6 months, 6,156 homes successfully sold. They had a median sold price of $575. In that same time frame, over 1,357 homes came on the market and did not sell. So we have some fallout, some expires, homes not selling for one reason or another. Again, that is normal. We've not seen normal for several years because of, the pandemic years where things kind of got abnormal. So we always see 20, 30, 40% of homes go on the market, not sell for one reason or another. We're well below that number right now. But again, that number could actually go up in the next couple of months. And I would say that's okay. That is still normal within the normal range. When we're looking at, the days on market, when we look at homes actively on the market right now, so active listings, they've been on for a median of 25 days. I'm going to talk to you more so about averages in a little bit, because median has been one of those things that the media has used to really shape a very inaccurate narrative. So we'll get more in detail on that here in a second. But really what's important is you just want to kind of look at, are things taking longer to sell, or are they selling similar to last month? What's happening? And really what's happening is homes are starting to take longer right now to sell than they have in the previous few months. The list price to sales price, again, this is the median. It's about 99% of list price to sales price ratio. I'm going to show you the average here in a second. This right here, in my opinion, is the key data that everybody needs to be aware of. This is called the absorption rate. It basically means if no other home hit the market and we just looked at the current inventory, how long would it take to sell all of those homes? And it's about 1.8 months of inventory based on the last 6 months sales trends. And to put that into perspective, that is still leaning towards a seller's market. A normal real estate market is going to be about 5.5 to 6 months of inventory. So we're well below that, which means there's still not a lot of homes for sale comparative to the amount of buyers currently buying. But this number has also started to go up in the last few months, and I expect that number to probably get into the mid twos here over the next 1, 2, or 3 of these market updates over the coming months. Here we see those very normal seasonality trends, February, March, coming out of the winter months. All of a sudden, March, April, May, June, July, we see those sales prices start to go up with that seasonality trend. As prices are going up, obviously the days on market drop dramatically, and then we start to have that little July tick up. July is one of those anomalies here in the North Dallas market. A lot of families go on vacation. Things kind of slow down here for the month. People are trying to get settled before school starts back up. So again, very normal. This to me is the most important part of the entire report. It basically breaks down by price bracket. So this is very helpful if you're a seller and you have an idea of where your home will be priced or what it's worth. You can see what the competition is doing. You can kind of see the buyer demand. If you're a buyer, this is extremely helpful because you can see what's the pending ratio, how many buyers are buying in this market, what are homes actually selling for, how much competition can I expect. So for today, let's just take a deep dive in this $600,000 to $800,000 mark. Okay, there's 509 homes available to sell. Those homes have been on the market for an average of 42 days. There are currently 346 homes under contract, which means 40% of all homes in this price bracket are under contract. Very active market. That's good. In the last 6 months, we have seen 349 homes in this price not sell. Okay, so we'll have to take a deep dive into that. In the last 6 months, 1,574 homes in this price successfully sold. Those homes sold with an average of 47 days on the market. Okay, so you can kind of see the average inventory, 42 days. These homes sold in 47. So that's an indication we could be seeing homes take slightly longer on the market. The next thing we want to look at is the original list price, $751, versus the sold price down to $686. So there were several price adjustments usually made in this price bracket. And you can see what they call the final listing price, which is after those adjustments, at what price did that home receive an offer? So it was just shy of 700,000 at 695, 746. That was the final list price on average for homes to then receive a $686,000 offer. So let's just call that about $8,500 of negotiating was normal in that range. And we see 1.9 months of inventory, so nearly 2 months. Let's round up and say there's about 60 days worth of listings on the market based on the buyer demand. With that being said, and we go back to the 42 days on average, you're gonna see that average probably creep up to about 55 days, just shy of 60, which is 2 months. So these homes start to get absorbed into the market. And again, you could do that by every single price bracket. You can see that obviously some of the upper price point homes, you get into that $1 million market, there's more inventory, there's less buyers, so those homes are taking slightly longer to sell, but the overall market is coming in at 1.8 months supply of inventory. So still a seller's market. There's still a fair amount of homes for sale. There were months where this total inventory number were under 1,000 for the entire North Dallas market. So we finally have some homes available. We still have strong buyer demand, but buyers are having a little bit more negotiating room right now versus even 6 months ago or 4 months ago, where we're seeing a lot of multiple offers. That seems to have cooled off slightly in the last 30 to 45 days. So that's your North Dallas real estate market update and what is currently happening. Remember, all real estate is hyper local, okay? So it's really important to take a deep dive into what's happening here in this North Dallas market, comparing to what you might be hearing online or on different news. I talked to you quickly about the narrative being shaped around the median. So you're starting to see reports about median home prices are dropping 10%, 5%. The median home price is the lowest we've seen in several years. That is a complete inaccurate portrayal of the truth. And here's what I mean. The median basically takes every single home sale and finds the number in the middle. That does not represent what the average home value is, because the average home has actually seen appreciation last year and in the beginning parts of this year. The average home value has gone up. What's changed is the number of sales is down. That is down pretty substantial. So you're having fewer homes, therefore that middle number could be lower in some markets. So you're having fewer home sales, and of those home sales, some of the lower price point homes are selling faster, which makes sense, right? Higher interest rates, buyers drop their budget. So that is the truth. That's what's happening. Home values are not, I repeat, not going down, but because there's fewer homes and more inexpensive homes are actually selling, the median, the middle number, has dropped compared to last year. And the media is using this false narrative to make people think the real estate market is not performing well and home values are going down. So do not fall to that trap. It is inaccurate. You have to go back to basic mathematics of average versus mean. If last year your home was worth $500,000 and today it's worth $505, but the median home sales in your market dropped, your home still gained $5,000 in equity. So don't let the media mislead you on that. If you have questions about the market, questions about your home value, questions about buying, how to navigate this tricky market, that's what we're here for. Make sure you reach out. Below the video is all my contact information. I always encourage people, schedule a Zoom call with me. We get to virtually meet. I can pull up all the real data in any market and help you formulate the best game plan for you, whether it be buying or selling, whether it's this year or next year. Let me help you put that game plan together so you can take advantage of the market and ultimately get yourself the best results whenever you are ready to buy or sell. So I appreciate you guys. We will see you on next month's North Dallas real estate market update report. Again, it's Alex with eXp Realty. If you have any questions, reach out. We'd love to help. Take care.